human trafficking takes place everywhere.
And although I heard about it in foreign countries, to realize that this is happening in my backyard with this many kids was scary to me.
Even my friends, when I tell them what's going on, they're like, oh no, come on, this isn't happening in America. I mean, you mean Thailand, right? I'm like, hello, it's happening in your own backyard. Open your eyes and look.
There's a place in my hometown where it's a nail salon in the day and it's a brothel at night. And it's down between me and my church. If it's going on in La Jolla, it's going on throughout North America.
We've seen a dramatic increase in the number of minors that are being sexually exploited.
Drug dealers are dealing children instead of dope. It's far more lucrative and far less risky.
The only person that's making money is that pimp. None of that money goes back to that girl.
The pimps are out there making $35,000 a week, easy. And yet we still don't get that there's a problem.
These guys train themselves on how to solicit girls.
The violence that's now coming into this is horrifying.
It's just unbelievable how these kids are being treated.
And it's really slavery, modern day slavery, in its purest incarnation. One of those myths or misconceptions is that these girls are out there because they choose to be out there.
These girls have so much trauma. They've been so abused that their life as we know it doesn't exist.
It's incumbent upon us as a society, as a community, to protect these children. 80% of these girls have fallen through the social welfare system. They have fallen through every crack. They're waiting for somebody to catch them. Somebody please. And they end at the bottom of the heap. They need to have a place to go. And I don't think that jail, juvenile hall is the answer.
The sad thing is that when these children get arrested, they're treated as prostitutes, they're treated as delinquents, and that's obviously not what they need to be treated as. But I think law enforcement, their hands are tied because there's no facility to put these kids except group homes and foster care. And they really need special care, and they're not going to get it in a delinquent setting. They need a care setting.
Instead of with understanding that they have been coerced and tricked and manipulated and deceived, we are labeling them. 80% of these girls are runaways. 80% of these girls are looking for a sense of somewhere to belong, a home. They need a place. Because at the end of the day, they're children, and we forget that they're children.
In North America, there are very, very few care facilities. It's sad. This needs to be an emphasis, and I believe the church needs to step up to the plate.
In the Break the Chains initiative, we've been working to bring human trafficking to people's awareness. And we've also been working hard to help people find a way that they personally can engage human trafficking. But the piece that was missing was the victims themselves. What about these young girls who have been caught in this evil?
Through Break the Chains, our women put together a human trafficking event on a Saturday morning. And I was like most pastors who had some awareness, and in talking with the people, I felt like, oh shoot, we need to do something as a church. And so we put together a task force, and we were really exploring mostly how we might make a contribution to one of the international ministries. But part of our learning was to have 2 Oakland undercover cops come and be with us and just tell us what's going on in our city. Nothing that I have experienced prepared me for the story that they told. I was so shocked that within 10 minutes of where I live and I serve, on the average night, they said there are 100 children in slavery. as a follower of Jesus Christ, and honestly as a responsible citizen of my city and of this country, if that's real, how could I not try to do something? New Day for Children is being established to be a place of healing, education, dreams, restoration.
He is calling all of us together to help launch this facility that is uniquely created just to restore these young girls who have been so brutalized.
With this program that I believe will be an excellent program, I believe that New Day can make an amazing difference in these kids' lives. And I'm excited about what we're going to be able to do. And I've always had a passion from the day I was a San Diego police officer to work with these kind of kids. They are the victims of all victims in my book, and I just have such a heart for trying to restore them and support them.
Let us provide a safe place where they can know true love and the love of their Heavenly Father.
If we join together, we can provide a new day for children.
And so let's stop asking whether it's happening, because it's happening. I've seen it happen. I've seen the numbers get bigger and bigger. And so let's see them for the valuable children that they are. Let's see them for the future of our country that they are. Let's take responsibility for them and help them get out.
I reread the parable of the Good Samaritan in view of these young girls. A young girl was going home when she fell into the hands of traffickers who stripped her of her clothes, beat her, brutalized her, and then enslaved her as a prostitute. Some people walked by, misjudged her, and labeled her as a prostitute. Shame on you. Others walked by and said, ooh, this is too overwhelming for me, and they kept going. And still others walked by, saw her, and took pity on her, and brought her where? To a safe place, a place where she could be restored, where her needs could be met. And in Jesus' parable, he asked, who was the good neighbor? It was the one who showed mercy, and ends it with these words, go and do likewise. That's his word to you and me today. Go and do likewise.